My fellow Malians, dear compatriots, I address you at this moment of extreme gravity that our country is going through following the terrorist attacks of April 25th, 2026. These complex, coordinated and simultaneous attacks targeted several localities, including Bamako, Kati, Kona, Mopti, Gao, and Kidal. Thanks to the prompt response and professionalism of our defense and security forces, a decisive blow was dealt to the attackers, whose objective was to create widespread chaos in these areas. Thanks to the composure of the forces engaged and the effectiveness of the chain of command, the enemy's plan was foiled, and a significant number of attackers were neutralized. At this moment, the security system has been reinforced, the situation is under control, and operations to secure the territory, gather intelligence, and pursue the attackers are ongoing. My fellow Malians, in this moment of collective pain, my first thoughts go to the victims and their families. I bow in respect to the memory of our civilian and military compatriots who lost their lives in these acts of violence. On behalf of the entire nation, I extend my deepest condolences to the bereaved families and express my compassion to the wounded. It is with great sorrow that I pay tribute to our late Minister of State, Minister of Defense and Veterans, General Sadio Kamara, whose passing is a tremendous loss for the Malian nation. This distinguished officer served Mali with loyalty, courage, and dignity, with a high sense of duty at a time when our country is engaged in a determined fight against terrorism. To his family, loved ones, colleagues, and to all our defense and security forces, I express the nation's solidarity and compassion. His commitment will remain engraved in our collective memory, and his sacrifice calls us to continue the mission. May he rest in peace. My dear compatriots, these attacks are not isolated incidents. They are part of a broader plan of destabilization carried out by terrorist armed groups, supported by internal and external actors who provide them with intelligence and logistical support. This is an opportunity to reaffirm Mali's firm determination to stay the course of its national rebuilding. Our people have made a choice, the choice of sovereignty and dignity, a choice to take control of our own destiny. This choice reflects a strong and conscious national will. It comes at a cost, and we are fully aware of that. But despite the challenges, it remains the only path if we want to offer our children a future that is free, just, and prosperous. My fellow Malians, the trials we are facing today are steps along the noble path that leads to progress and prosperity. We must remember that in times of difficulty, a nation must strengthen its unity and cohesion. National unity is now more essential than ever. We must stand together and reject division and social fragmentation. My dear compatriots, now more than ever is the time to trust your defense and security forces, who are engaged in a complex fight against terrorism. Operations will continue until all groups involved are fully neutralized and lasting security is restored across the entire national territory. I also call on every citizen, in every neighborhood, every community, and every village, to remain vigilant and responsible. Support our security services by sharing any useful information through official channels. I urge you not to give in to rumors, panic messages, or manipulation. In times like these, misinformation can become a weapon in the hands of terrorists. Mali needs clarity, not panic. I also commend the cooperation within the Confederation of Sahel states, whose unified force continues to work tirelessly to restore peace in our region. I would also like to acknowledge the quality of cooperation with our strategic partners, particularly the Russian Federation. I have instructed the government to take all necessary measures to support the victims, assist the bereaved families, and provide care for the wounded. National solidarity must not be just a word. It must be action, presence, and real support. No violence, no intimidation, and no attempt at destabilization will stop the progress of our nation. The rebuilding process will continue. Our sovereignty will be strengthened. Our people, resilient and determined, will emerge stronger from this test. May God bless Mali and protect the Malian people. Thank you.